Hello and welcome to Footy Judge Mode. This is your channel. Make sure to hit that like button for me if you want. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. This is going to be a completely different preview than what you have seen. Welcome everybody that has joined us from Never a Foul, of course. Make sure to hit that like button for us here. It's very important for the channel. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't seen. This is going to be an epic show. Of course, you guys are gonna like this. This is the MOGENDA preview. It's a different kind of preview than everything you're accustomed to. We're gonna play a game and see how we talk about the games tactically and see who's gonna win, but also we'll see what are the favorites for us. Who do we want to win? And my guest, listen guys, I met this guy on a stream by luck, and after the stream I was blown away by his knowledge. Well spoken, absolutely one of the brilliant guys just to talk about football, just to sit there. Sometimes I just sit there and watch his stream, just hearing him talk. It makes you laugh, it makes you smile because he knows how to talk about football. He's an absolutely brilliant content creator, a Leeds fan, but very, very knowledgeable. So people hit the like button for me. And I'm here, of course, with the one and only, the brilliant Joe. Of course, welcome to the channel, my man. I appreciate you being here. What a pleasure having you here. We have 100 people to hit that like button for Joe. How are you feeling?
Good, mate. After that intro, I don't know what to do, bro. That was unbelievable, mate. So thank you very much.
Yeah, this is a different preview than every preview I've been on. Okay. And I hope that you agree to play this game with me. So, guys, they call me MOGENDA because they think I have an agenda against everybody. So this is how we're going to play this game. We're going to go through the games. Yeah. And then we're going to say, who do we want to win and why?
Okay.
And then we're gonna talk about what do we think who's gonna win. So first of all, who do we want to win and why? Why do you want, for example, I know that Manchester United Brentford, you definitely want Brentford to win for obvious reasons.
Yes. 100%.
So that's the game. So the game is the game. This is how we're going to go. 100 people here. Get me to 100 likes right away. We just started 3 minutes in. Get me to 100 likes with this brilliant guest and this brilliant game that we're going to play. You're going to see the agenda for real from Mo. You guys called me MOGENDA. This is MOGENDA at full throttle. This is me playing the thing. This is me playing the thing. And I'm going to give you my reasons. It's not bias. It's just reasons. So big up everybody that is here with us. Make sure to like the video, subscribe. And here we go. We're going to start so we don't keep you waiting for us. And of course, we're going to start with the biggest game of the weekend. It's Arsenal v Man City. And I'm going to ask Joe first, who do you want to see win this game and why?
Right. So we're going down this agenda thing. It's changed, bro. Right. I initially wanted Arsenal to win. Right, I do like Arsenal. I initially wanted Arsenal to win in the lead up to it. However, and that's just the reason behind that is because you want a title race. You don't want City winning it. You know, I want to keep it exciting as a neutral outside of the Premier League. However, right, I feel Mikel Arteta has let himself down with the treatment of Bukayo Saka. And I almost feel this was the perfect opportunity to play City. There is no better time to play City. No De Bruyne, no Rodri. Issues. Okay, they've won at Leipzig, but still two losses in the spin prior to that. They're still trying to fix that loss of Rodri. This is the perfect opportunity for Arsenal to beat them. However, the best player, the star boy, the guy for me that does come up trumps. Some dude on Never a Foul the other day were trying to tell me he never shows up in big games. It's just wrong. He's got goals and assists in the big games as Bukayo Saka. Now, he may still play. The fact that he's in the England squad, still being assessed, tells me that he could still play. However, due to the lad's treatment, 80-odd games, the fact that he's beasting him, I think he did a back heel and maybe pulled his calf or something like that. Yep. I almost now want Arteta, and we're looking just from an agenda perspective.
It's an agenda. This is called the MOGENDA Show.
Yeah, exactly.
Speak so just your from mind, bro.
Just from an agenda perspective, I want Arteta to be punished for that, and therefore City to come out and smash Arsenal.
Fair enough.
There's the agenda.
Enough. For me, though, you guys know in the chat, get triggered in the chat. I want Arsenal to win the game. for obvious reasons, of course. Not because I hate Manchester City. It's because I freaking want a title race. I'm tired of seeing the same champion. Looking from outside, I want a freaking title race.
Yeah.
So that's what I want. Absolutely. I want a title race. And also, I'm tired of seeing Man City press teams and then the other team maybe win on the counter attack. Maybe Pep Guardiola might change a little bit of how he plays if he loses this game. But for me, this is it. It's not that because I like Arsenal. I have no affiliation with Arsenal, in my opinion. They're all right. I actually don't like Kai Havertz, so for me, I don't like him. I don't like Arteta on the touchline. I actually hate watching Arteta on the touchline. Okay, it's very annoying on the touchline. But for the sake of football, I think maybe, because Man City will be okay if they lose. Arsenal, if they lose this game, I think they're going to drop off. If they lose this game, I think they're going to drop off.
Do you know what as well, Mo? You spoke about Arteta there. And look, I'm not the celebration police, but I think Gary Neville made a great point when the way Arsenal celebrated their second goal to go 2-1 up against Spurs. And I almost feel that's a byproduct of Arteta. Because of how emotional he is on the sidelines, it then, it goes into the team. And they lost their heads and went wild and weren't really switched on. Whereas you look at Pep, even on just Bielsa, for example, at Leeds United, they never really showed the true emotion. They keep it, there's more to be done here. And I just think sometimes that can spill onto the pitch and reflect in the players' reactions as well, man, with the Arsenal team.
Yeah. Now, for the real talk.
Yes.
5 minutes or 2 minutes. What do you think is actually going to happen? Who do you pick for the win, actually? That's the real thing now. Forget the agendas. Forget who do you want. What do you think is going to happen?
Arsenal have to win. This is the chance. If they don't win now, when are they ever going to win? Rodri's that good. We're seeing that. Rodri is that good. The fact he's not in the side, this is huge. This is huge for them. It'd be interesting to see if they play Rico Lewis, because he was class against Leipzig. Will he use him in such a big game? I don't think it matters in terms of age or anything under Pep. It'll be interesting to see if he uses him. Julian Alvarez as well came on, switched the game up against Leipzig, top player. He's the one to watch. I don't want to say Haaland's had a fall-off because he'll go and score a hat-trick. I don't think he's had a fall-off, but Julian Alvarez has been the main guy this season. It's a massive game. It'll be interesting if Saka plays. Maybe it swings Arsenal's way. I do think he's that good and that important to them. Should they just bin off Havertz and have Odegaard, Partey and Rice, provided they're all fit? I think they are.
I don't think so, because I don't think Partey should come from the injury and start right away. I actually disagree.
In this big game,
you can do that. You can do that, in my opinion. But is it Havertz? Is it Fabio Vieira? I think in this game, it's Fabio Vieira will fit that midfield more than Kai Havertz. The reason why I'm saying that, City don't play the physical game in the midfield. City play the quick game in the midfield, right? So you don't need Kai Havertz unless Arteta goes for the long balls. Guys, there's about 100 of you here, and we're not even on 50 likes. The like button is underneath your live chat. It helps the channel massively that you hit that like button. Hit that like button for me. It looks like this underneath your live chat. Close the chat. And also, Joe's channel is in the description. It's just a link. You don't have to copy and paste. You click a link and it will take you to Joe. Go subscribe to his channel and then come back. You don't have to copy or paste or anything. It's just a simple click. But the like button is how this channel grow and get to more people. As I say always, we're not going to grow. We're not going to get you the free content. This is free content. This channel is not even monetized and we have 100 people. I'm not asking you for super chats. I'm not asking you for anything. I'm just asking you to freaking like the freaking video. It's as simple as that. And so predictions in terms of score lines, I'm actually predicting for Arsenal to win this game 2-1 for one reason, because Rodri isn't there. And Man City lost the 2 games that they played without Rodri. So logically, well, and they are playing Arsenal, which is a bigger game. So yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to go for a score draw. I do think there will be goals. I hate to be boring, but I think it's going to be 2-2 more. 2-2.
That's not boring. That's good.
No, but a draw, boring. But yeah, a game as a spectacle, that'll be great. Yeah.
That'll be good to see. That would be good to see. But listen, and the last thing, and we were talking about this on Never a Foul. Do you think a draw is good or bad for Arsenal, from Arsenal's point of view?
It's bad, bro.
Oh,
Because it's home. They're at home. They're playing a City side without Rodri. This is what we're talking about. This is, like you said, the 2 games they've lost prior to Leipzig was without Rodri. That's not going to happen all the time, if at all. He's got a pretty decent injury record up to this point. So if they don't beat them now, when are they? When are they, bro? So they have to. They must. It's at home. They must, man.
They must. People. Let me tell you something. Spam the chat now. Spam the chat with your predictions for this game. I want to see 100 messages on the chat to see exactly what do you guys think that the results is going to be, and hit that like button. And I'm moving on from that. Thank you so much for everybody that's congratulating me on 1K. We reached 1K within 5 days of restarting the channel.
That is good, bro.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, man. I love it.
Alhamdulillah. Thank you. Thank you for that. Of course, with the help of the guys that redirected, everybody that helped me, of course. Never a Foul, Sam, This is Football, Staffy TV. Everybody's helping me, to be honest. Everybody's helping me. We're trying to get this on its feet so you can see a lot of agendas here. Well, sometimes I'm honest, sometimes I'm not. But yeah, we'll see how sometimes I'm not. But listen, I can't wait for this game, to be honest. It's Sunday. I can't wait for this game. But it's the first time that I think Arsenal will go to a game like this favorites, in my opinion. Do you think they're favorites?
Yeah, they have to be. Yeah, they have to be, mate. They have to be just because Rodri is that big. Do you know what I mean? And he's not there. There's no De Bruyne. They have to. They must. They have to.
They have to, of course. So moving up from Man City and Arsenal, we took only 13 or 12 minutes on Man City and Arsenal. This is absolutely...
Scott, we've got energy, bro. It's quick, man. We've got energy.
Yeah. So moving on to Brighton. No. Manchester United versus Brentford at home. Eric Ten Hag under pressure. Is he going to get the sack or not? Let's see about the agendas.
Yes.
And let's talk about the agendas. This is not a real thing. This is just an agenda. Who do you want to see win or lose and why?
Obviously, I want to see Brentford win. I have no love for Manchester United, but I don't want it to be that bad of a humbling that Ten Hag gets sacked because I want him to stay, because I'm not too sure on him, bro. I'm not too sure on him at all. So me, Brentford, man. Let's see Brentford do the bits.
Walk me through a scenario if Man United lose.
It's gonna have to be
before an international break, so they have 2 weeks off. People can overthink situations as well in the international break.
Yeah.
Players going on international duties. So, well, do you think he gets the sack?
I don't, mate. I don't think they will sack him. I don't think they will. They can't, can they? Where do they go from there, Mo? If they sack him, where do they go?
Interim manager.
What, Kieran McKenna, Michael Carrick? Like, I don't know where they go.
Anybody, Steve McLaren.
Bring Ollie back. Get him back at the wheel.
Bring Ollie back. Listen, they can go. Steve McLaren is on the bench. He can manage the games. Why not? Until you find somebody else. But does that solve Man United? No. So for me, for Mo, agenda, for me, I like an underdog story. So I want Brentford to win for a couple of reasons. For content, it would be great.
Yes.
For laughs, it would be absolutely fantastic. For jokes, it would be all over Twitter and we'll laugh all day. And I love a good laugh. That's it. My agenda is that. The agenda stinks. It stinks, as Staffy says. But it's Staffy. You're a big club, Manchester
I've watched Staffy on Hassan. Big up Staffy, by the way. Man United.
Big up Staffy. Make sure to check out Staffy TV, of course. Big up Staffy, of course. Staffy TV, big up. But listen, it's not only an agenda. It's just an underdog story. Man United spend a lot of money. However, I have one caveat in there. I like Amrabat. He's my Arab guy, my Moroccan guy, and I want him to see him succeed, but he isn't going to succeed. Everybody's going to get worse at Man United, which is, I think, it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, man. You know the worst thing is as well, and I've said it before, they're going to have another Harry Maguire on their hands because they've given the captaincy to Bruno. Because eventually, his time is going to have to come. You can get goals and assists and all this stuff against crash teams, but he goes missing. His overall game's whack. And ultimately, if it's Ten Hag or someone in the future, he's going to have to be sold or being told, you know what? Yeah, you're not for us. And they've made him captain and they've sawed a rod for their own back like they did with Maguire, because it's just going to rumble on. It's just going to... And like Madod says, Onana's rubbish. Listen.
He's not rubbish. No, he's not rubbish.
He's rubbish, man. He's rubbish.
No, I swear he's not rubbish. Bro was the best goalkeeper in the Champions League last year.
Okay. You're Inter as well, so I get
Saved us in the league.
I hear it.
No, I'm not hearing this. It's okay. Was Pogba? Okay, hold on.
Yo, Pogba's roided up, man. Don't talk about Pogba.
Was Jadon Sancho a bad player at Dortmund?
No, fair. That is fair. I hear it.
A lot of players go. The environment is shit, Joe. It's shit,
it is.
And it drags you down with it. It's toxic. It's absolutely toxic. That environment. I was saying they don't want to. And the people inside Manchester...
They should have signed David Raya. So should Chelsea. Why did they let him go Arsenal and be like number two?
Onana. Do you think David Raya was going to be better than Onana? Of course not.
No, fair.
Of course not. That's not. So it's impossible that Onana got worse within 3 months. Like, it's impossible. Got worse that way. Like, that doesn't happen to football players unless you're feeling the pressure, unless everything is shit around you. I think if there is you have no trust in your defense, you have no trust in your team, so your confidence is going down. So I think, I actually think that this thing is gonna drag Amrabat down. It's gonna make everybody play bad. If they sign Kylian Mbappe tomorrow, it's not gonna be great. It's not gonna be the same Kylian Mbappe. This is just an environment thing, and I don't know the solution from here. But
they're gonna have to replace Varane and Casemiro soon as well, because they're both washed.
Casemiro as well. Suddenly, he's not playing well. It's ridiculous. Guys, we're going now to the real predictions and the real preview, but we have 100 people, and I'm going to repeat that. The like button is a free thing. You'll need to hit that like button. Otherwise, the channel isn't going anywhere. And subscribe to the channel if you just joined us. Hit that subscription button. Turn on the notification bell to know when I go live. Turn on that notification bell if I go live. Mo, don't steal my quote. What is your quote? I don't know your quote. But the real prediction for me is Manchester United to win this game 2-0. Clean sheet. Brentford are absolutely atrocious. They have been absolutely terrible.
Not for me. I think it'll be 1-0 Brentford.
Wow. On a set piece again or something.
Something like that, yeah. And Bueno might turn up. I don't know.
Think Man United are going to be... I think actually, you don't think that Man United are going to win this game and just paper over the cracks and they're going to say,
when did they last win?
Martial is amazing, Bruno's great.
When did they last win in the league?
Manchester United.
Yeah, they won in the cup against Crystal Palace's second string.
They won against Burnley 1-0. That's not far away.
Yeah.
It's not.
But yeah, it was a couple of games. I hear it. But Burnley's Burnley. They haven't won a game in the Premier League. Brentford at Burnley. But Brentford beat them 1-0. Brentford
haven't won in a while. Just to let you know.
I hear that. But they have a decent record against Man United. Eric Ten Hag, hear this. Not Daniel Farke. Thomas Frank is a better manager than Eric Ten Hag, and he will put in a tactical plan that'll make it 1-0. 1-0.
I need to put this on the timestamp. I need to put... my man said Eric Ten Hag...
Fact check it. Come see me in 5 years and see where each manager's at. It wouldn't surprise me if Thomas Frank is at Man United.
Oh my God, Thomas
Frank, man.
Man United.
He's a top manager.
Do you fear for Brentford at all to drop because they haven't?
No.
Do you know where they sit on the table?
No, I don't. But I hear they haven't been great.
They are 14th, 7 points, 3 points above the relegation. Yes, after 7 games, they haven't won a game in 5 games. Lost 3, draw 2, only collected 2 points.
I hear it. However. Staffy did more gender and Joe waffle. I like it. What I will say, the league's poor. So that's why I wish we were in this league this year, because we don't get relegated. If you think back to last year,
100% you don't get relegated.
Yeah. Last season there were like 9 teams that could have got relegated towards the end.
Yeah.
This season, Burnley go, Luton go, and Sheffield United go, I think. So
the 3 that went up, go down.
Yeah. So it's
Bournemouth is in danger, to be honest. Bournemouth is in danger. I actually think.
Yeah, true.
I actually think Bournemouth, even though they play good football on the eye, I don't know what happens, but they don't win games. They don't win games. So This is Manchester United for you people. My prediction is 2-0. Joe says 1-0. I think we'll meet here again and we'll see how it is. But Brighton Liverpool. Who do you want to win and why?
I want Liverpool to win because I like Liverpool. As much as Klopp does my tits in, I like Liverpool and I want a title race. And I actually think, Arsenal fans, that Liverpool are more closer to City than what Arsenal are and will challenge them more than what you will this season. More agenda. Joe Waffle.
I want Liverpool to win, even though I like the Derby and I like Brighton. I like the Derby a lot because he's a man. Because I believe if the Derby goes to a top club, I think he's going to be fantastic.
City,
but I want City, like the way I just said that on Never Fall. The way he plays football requires better players. He doesn't realize that the players at Brighton, at the end, they are mediocre players. They're not mediocre. They are like a mid-table player. They aren't the Kovacic. They aren't the Rodris. They aren't the KDBs. They aren't even the Szoboszlai. They look better because he makes them look good. The style of play makes them look great. But yeah, Billy Gilmore, good in pass and everything, but Billy Gilmore won't start for any top team. No. So that's the reality, though. But I want Liverpool to win for the same reason as Joe. I want to see a freaking title race. I don't want game week 32 and we're handing the trophy to anybody, by the way. Even if it's Liverpool, I want a different winner of the Premier League. I want to see a title race. I want to see excitement to the last game because that's why we watch football, to be excited. But I want Liverpool to win. And, of course, for the biggest thing of them all, I want Mohamed Salah to be the best player in the world, my Egyptian guy. I want Mohamed Salah to score 50,000 goals and get 20,000 assists. So I always want Mo Salah happy. This is my thing. I always want the guy.
I love Mo Salah, you know.
He's Egyptian. I'm Egyptian. You know what I mean? So I want the guy. And we don't have a lot of Egyptians there, and Nenny doesn't play. So Mohamed Salah, I want him to win. I want to see him happy. I don't like to see him looking down. So yeah. So that's it. In terms of the game now, what do you think is going to happen? How do you think Liverpool are going to set up? It's very unpredictable how Liverpool are going to press high. Are they going to sit back, play counter-attack? What do you think is going to happen in the game?
Do you know what? I totally forgot, until last night that Gravenberch had signed for Liverpool. I totally forgot. I was like, where's he been? I don't know if he'll start at the weekend. I really like Szoboszlai.
He wouldn't.
Huh? You don't think he will?
He wouldn't. No, it's going to be McAllister and Szoboszlai in the middle, of course.
Yeah. I think the thing is with Brighton, mate, and I don't know what... I'll get your opinion on this because you'll know much more about De Zerbi, obviously, with him being at Sassuolo and stuff. Do you not think he tinkers too much? Like, the system is that good. No, but he's made quite a bit of changes. If you look at the last league game they had, he gave the lad the debut. They obviously played last night, drew 2-2. I think he'll make some more changes. And I just think Liverpool will win this game, bro.
So I don't think he tinkers too much for one reason. I think Lewis, LB, explained it very well. He said the reason why he keeps playing youngsters, because I think it's a direction of the club. Right. They want one of them to bang. That's 100 million for you.
Yeah, of course.
He said if it was for him, it was for probably any manager would play his strongest 11 every game. Why does he try this 18? Like last game, if I'm not mistaken, Brighton, who sits 6th on the table now. By the way, they're not far. They're only 3 points from the top. By the way, do you know that they're only three? They lost 6-1. They played this kid in the middle that I've never heard of. He's an 18 years old, Jack Hinchelwood. Why are you playing against Aston Villa away from home and you're playing a kid that is 18 years old?
This is the thing.
Okay, that's what you're talking about, right? Like, why are you doing that? Like, there is
it arrogance?
It's not. I don't think it's arrogance. He didn't. I think it's just a way of I have a system. It will work with whoever. The kid got eaten alive in the midfield with Kamara, Douglas. He got eaten alive with Jacob Ramsey. It's very tough to play against this Aston Villa midfield. So he was especially when you start him next to Billy Gilmore. Come on, give me a break. Like that was very, very. It's a strange decision for me. But anyway, I think this game, Liverpool are gonna hit them on the counter. It's a chance for Darwin Núñez to hit a brace after the howler that he had against Western Union. over the weekend, over like Thursday. So I think this is them playing counter-attacking football, probably, or transition-based football. Like Brighton are going to try to press. You bypass the press. Darwin Núñez behind the line. Boom, you got one-on-one. Mo Salah as well. Luis Diaz as well. So it's just, it's going to be a simple plan, simple game for them. And I think it shouldn't be that hard for Liverpool to bypass that press. They have the quality to do that.
Estepinian, massive miss as well. Obviously, Salah would have been on his side as well. So he's a massive miss as well. So, yeah, I think I agree with you. I think Brighton will score, but I'm going to go 3-1 Liverpool, which is quite a big result, really.
I think I win 3-1 Liverpool because Brighton are going to score a goal, but I think Liverpool will score 3. And I'm saying it's Darwin Núñez with a brace. People believe me or not, I said that, even though people know I have an agenda against Darwin Núñez because I don't like him as a footballer. I actually don't think. I think he suits very well a team like Crystal Palace, for example. He'd be very, very good at Crystal Palace.
He's my guy now, you know. He's my guy now after what he said about Bielsa. He said he had like a video chat with him and he's improved his game already and stuff. So now Darwizzy is the guy, man. I'm going to support Uruguay at the World Cup. Them in England.
Because of Bielsa.
Yeah, man. They're my team.
You guys fucked up by
man. I told them not to. I know.
Like, seriously, that was it for me. I'm like, yeah, screw that, bro. The Americans, what's his name? Jesse Marsh. That's a pundit now. He's not even a coach anymore. He's a pundit now. He's not even a coach. Signing all the American players in the world. Yeah, let's go, USA. USA. Let's go.
It was bad, man. It's bad. None of them are here now. We don't have any American apart from the owners. Yeah, man.
I think it's better. Leeds United shouldn't have Americans. You shouldn't have people saying USA on the pitch. You shouldn't have that. But yeah, people, hit the like button, keep hitting the like button, keep subscribing to the channel if you have not. And I think we go to I don't know what the next game is. Like, I actually forgot what the games are. Here we go. The
Tottenham
next game.
play Luton, don't they?
Yeah, you wanna talk about that game? You wanna talk about this game? Tottenham Luton. I don't know. How do you feel about it?
No, so I want, in terms of an agenda, I want Ange to continue to do well because he was written off. Having come, Australian, having come from the Scottish League, we just don't give it any respect whatsoever at any point. So I think he's really done well. I'm liking the football that he's played. I like the stuff that he's saying. I love Heung-min Son, and I want them to. I think before the season started, none of us had them getting Champions League. I think now they get Champions League. So what that then does for me is ensures that one of Man United or Chelsea don't get top 5. So for me, get Tottenham, continue doing well. Then you've got there's 4 in it. Brighton maybe. I'd love Man United and Chelsea to not get top 5 this season. So Tottenham need to continue to do well. So yeah, Tottenham will batter Luton. Son in the 9, I think he gets a hat-trick. That's why he's my captain in FPL.
He's not going to play in the 9.
He will do, man.
But he will play, and Richarlison on the left.
Yeah.
I actually, for me, guys, in the chat, spam the chat. Who do you want to see win? Spurs or Luton? Just type Spurs or Luton. Just one word. Spurs
do you want
or
Luton?
Luton?
Do you want
Just
Luton?
type in the chat. There's 100 people here. Type in the chat. Do you want to see Spurs win or Luton win? Come on, do that. Agendas. I want Spurs to win for kind of the same reason. I like Ange. I like the way he plays football. I think he's similar to Pep Guardiola in terms of sticking to plans, similar to De Zerbi, sticking to principles. Even though they make mistakes, he still does the same, which is something I respect. I like some of their players. I like Udogi very much. I like Van de Ven. I like Vicario. I like Heung-min Son. I like Sar. I like Bissouma. But some players at Spurs I hate. People in the chat know who I hate. I actually think Romero is very overrated. And I think Richarlison is a championship player at best. At best. And I promise you, it's not an agenda.
He's our 9, man.
His football abilities is flat out championship level. His first touch, his passing ability, his football IQ is completely, with all due respect to the championship team.
No, but he plays number 9 for Brazil, man.
Yeah. And
can't.
somehow he's
not champion.
Well, Joe, it's not an agenda.
It's
Richarlison,
just facts.
Richarlison's first touch is atrocious. I have players that play with me in my league that have better first touches than him, and have better passing than him, and have better movement than him. And I'm gonna say, what is Richarlison elite at?
He's decent header of the ball.
He doesn't score a lot of headers, but yes.
Yeah.
The problem is for me, Richarlison is, when I say he is his championship, I say there are some very good forwards in the championship. You don't have to be like, there are some very, very good forwards. You can tell us. Do you think there are good forwards in the championship that are better than Richarlison?
No.
No?
Because, well, we've got Joel Pirro's got 20 plus the last 2 seasons, but Richarlison's a Premier League and plays for Brilliant. I'd take him. Like, I don't think he's that bad more. Come on. He was scoring goals at Everton.
And again, as a footballer, Everton suits him. Well, there are other people that used to score goals at Burnley and Everton. Calvert-Lewin scores a lot of goals. But Calvert-Lewin at least is elite in terms of movement inside the box and getting headers. Richarlison isn't elite. But anyway, so I think, apart from the agenda thing, I think actually Spurs are going to batter Luton. This is how I think it's going to happen.
Yeah,
I think it's going to batter Luton. I think it's going to be 3-4-0. I think Luton are going to try to defend, and once the first or the second goal conceded, I think it's done. It's done.
Yeah.
They're going to open up and they're going to be torn apart. Madison, Son, Kulusevski, I think they're going to tear them apart. Luton are still with the championship players. I don't think they won a game against Everton, but Everton are terrible. But I think, in my opinion, they still lose big to Spurs. What do you think?
Yeah, I think they'll be battered, to be honest. Luton actually defensively at home are not that bad, but I just think Spurs will have far too much for them. They'll cut them open at will, and I'm expecting a lot of goals. Lots of goals. Yeah.
How are you finding this Heung-min Son new rule as a striker under Ange? How are you liking that if you're watching some of their games?
Yeah, I like it. I like it, mate. It's nice to see him sort of come and be the main guy, if you like. Although, let's be real, a couple of seasons back, we were calling him world class. You know what I mean? He is a top
but he was
player.
world class.
Yeah,
Do you agree that he was? Some players just can have a one season of world class. Some players just can do that.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, Sonaldo, weren't it?
Sonaldo.
Yeah, he is. He's unreal. Obviously, he had a massive fall off last season, but I put a lot of that down to Conte, to be honest. But I think he will be up there with the top scorers in the division come the end of the season for sure. For sure.
Young-min Dad, Jacob calls him from United Spurs of America. Young-min Dad. You got to talk to him nicely. He said you got to talk to him nicely, Young-min Dad now. He's not Young-min Son anymore. But yeah, I like Son. I always liked the guy. I always liked his work ethics.
Yeah,
on
yes,
the
him.
Always liked his work ethics. Sonaldo, as people say. Yeah, 100%. That moving on from that, I don't want to stay for long, but moving on from that other game is a very exciting game. Burnley v Chelsea. Burnley versus Chelsea. It's a very tricky trip for Chelsea. I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
Agendas wise, I don't know. I want to hear your agenda until I think about my agenda.
So my agenda is I don't want Chelsea to win. And the reason I don't want Chelsea to win is because, first and foremost, I dislike them, but also I don't like the way they've gone about it. Todd Bowley hasn't got a clue. They're giving out... Do you know what, as well? These 8-year amortization contracts they're going to put them on. At the end of the day, when these players fall off, or if it doesn't work, I don't know if Jackson's on an 8-year deal or whatever, or, Mudryk scored the other day, so maybe we'll see a change. But there's going to be a lot of these players that they put on these long-term deals that ultimately won't make the grade, and therefore won't move. Because people say, oh, yeah, but they want to go play football. Listen, it's all about the money. There's no loyalty in football anymore. That's gone. So if you're telling me I can go back to France or something and earn half the money and only get a 3-year deal, or I can stay at Chelsea on this big money for an extra 5 years, guess what? I'm staying at Chelsea on the bench. They've sewn a rod for their own back. And I do not want this way about football. Like, the whole players...
That thing is like, for the good of football, Chelsea
yes
to fail.
Yes, 100%.
I always said that from the beginning of the season, and people didn't believe me and thought it's only me that I have an agenda. And
No,
it's
with
a
you.
clear agenda, but it's a very obvious reasons why. When you do this amortization, 8-year contract, spend that much money, completely change the team within one season, I don't think it should work. However, in this game, I want Chelsea to win for a different reason. I want Chelsea to win this game because I want to see Chelsea fans hype up their team, do that, do this.
We're
But I
back.
want
We're
because
back.
do you know that? Yes. So the reason why I want Chelsea to win. I don't want Chelsea to finish 10th. I want Chelsea just to finish outside of the European places. Do you know that when you taste it, but it's like it's almost there. Because if they finish 10th or 12th, we're gonna joke, we're gonna laugh, we're gonna do this and that. But if they finish 8th, like Spurs, I think that's it. You spend all that money and you still at the end, you didn't get European football. I don't want them to finish 12th. Chelsea don't belong to 12th. Chelsea don't belong. And they have good players. I like some of their players. I like Cole Palmer. I'm a big fan. I like Broa. I like Jackson. I think Caicedo is a very good player. I like some of their players. Believe it or not, I like Disasi. I like Disasi. People don't like Disasi. I like Disasi. I think he's a good defender. I don't think he's that bad. He looks like I know a lot of people say he's rash, he's not great, but I think he's good. I think he's a good defender. But yeah, so what do you think Chelsea are gonna do then against Burnley?
Is it at Burnley, Turf Moor?
It is at Burnley. Vincent Kompany, amazing football coach, progressive football, sticks to his principles, doesn't change for anybody. Do you think he's gonna do that against Chelsea?
I just think, low-key, Chelsea have actually been very good defensively, so I think it will be 1-0 either way. So, big up Vega, by the way, one of my guys that I'm just
thank you.
Guys. Yeah, man.
This is a new, I thought about this show at night, and I thought about you because you're neutral. And I'm like, okay, the best one to come in here to show his agenda because you don't have like affiliation with the Premier League club.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, exactly. I think it's going to be 1-0 either way, but I will say Chelsea, bro, yeah, 1-0. I think it's going to be tight, though. I do.
I think actually Chelsea are going to win 2-0. Broya's going to score. I think this way of Burnley football is going to suit Chelsea. Chelsea won the game last week by having 45% ball position, which is, I think, so Chelsea are the highest team in terms of ball position in the league average, higher than Man City before last game. It's surprising, right? You think about it, it's very surprising. Yeah. But last game, they gave up the possession, but they won the game. Do you see what happened? Because there were spaces, there were chances for them. They were very good on the transition. So I think they win the game. And I don't think Burnley scores, actually. I actually don't think Burnley scores.
I think it'll be 1-0.
You remember the Man United game? Did Burnley score at goal? They didn't, if I'm not mistaken.
No.
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking this is going to look like the Man United game. Burnley, you're going to have the possession. You're going to try to do that. You'll be unlucky. And at the end, you'll lose the game. And Chelsea will be clinical up top because Broya is there. And that's it. Jackson is back. It's the question is, do you start Jackson or do you start Broya? Do you start Sterling or do you start Modric? Who do you start in the midfield? That's the thing.
I think you go same as last time out. You haven't won a game, you win a game. So, I mean, at the end of the day, Jackson all he's good for at the minute, and I actually think he's all right. He's getting yellow cards. And then Sterling came off the bench the other day and got a yellow card. So just go with the, I have him in my fantasy team, so I'm not anymore. I've wild carded, but yeah, they were doing my tits in. So yeah, anyway.
I think Chelsea will win the game. And I think the thing about it, if Chelsea win, believe it or not, if you look at the Premier League table, if Chelsea win this game and Manchester United lose, or Chelsea even draw this game and Manchester United lose, or Manchester United draw this game and Chelsea win, Chelsea's jump ahead of Manchester United on the table. They were laughing at them just a couple of weeks ago, Manchester United.
True.
They were laughing at them. And I said it many times. Chelsea are in a better place than Manchester United. And I truly and genuinely believe that after watching them. I truly believe that. 100% I believe that. So it is what it is. But again, I think I think Chelsea will win the game. But the question for me is that are they going to continue with that no position?
This is the thing.
Football, or are you going to go back to having the ball and then being hit on the counter?
The thing is, more as well, after the international break, Chelsea's fixtures are solid in terms of what they've had. They've come through a very easy run and not got many points. Now it's looking a bit. If they don't win against Burnley, then you look at the rest of the fixtures and think, damn, you're not in a good place, man.
Yeah. You're not. But yeah, we'll see the international break, Chelsea. But they have to get the win before the international break because of the fixtures coming up. It's a must for them.
Yeah.
Moving on to a game that I'm looking forward to watch. I'm really looking forward to watch this game. It's West Ham, David Moyes versus Eddie Howe. West Ham versus Newcastle. I think that will be a massive game, a brilliant game. I think it will be a tactical battle between both because we know David Moyes. You know, I heard this on I don't know if you know the Guardian podcast, Barney Roney and the guys. I listen to the weekly. Yeah. Barney Roney is the chief writer. He's saying that David Moyes managed, I think, 900 games in the Premier League, believe it or not. And they said, did he manage 900 different games, or he manage the same game 900 times? David Moyes, the same way of playing football for 900 games. And I don't know, like David Moyes has this way of coaching. When he tried to play progressive football last year, it didn't work.
Yeah.
But it works this year. There's no progressive football. Ward-Prowse suits them. Bowen is great. West Ham are doing good. They're doing good in Europe as well. They're not doing bad. Yeah. So I think it's an exciting game because you know what is going to happen, but you also don't know the result. So agendas will agenda. What do you want and who do you want to win?
Do you know what? I don't have an agenda, man. I want them both to win. I like them both. I do. I like West Ham and I like Newcastle. It's a hard game to call, like you say. I mean, look at Newcastle.
You have to have PSG. A favourite. You're watching the game, you have to have a favourite.
Look at Newcastle against PSG. Remember I said, never a foul. Yeah. I said, right, that St. James's Park would be rock hard. I remember Cass saying to me, nah, man, these players are used to playing in big stadiums and that. That PSG team, well, a lot of it was on Enrique with that mad formation, I can't lie. But even still, Newcastle to come off the back of that. Is it at West Ham?
Yes. Zimbabwe out, Anthony Gordon out, Joao Linton injured, true. Harvey Barnes out until the end of the season. So Callum Wilson injured as well.
Yeah, West Ham are going to win, I think, based on what you've just told me.
No, I believe Mikel Antonio's injured. We don't know if he's fit or not. Yes, that's what the reports are saying.
Lascelles did well, actually, against PSG as well, didn't he? No, I'm going to go West Ham, set piece, Ward-Prowse onto Oged.
Generally, do you think Ward-Prowse is the most effective midfielder in the league? Generally.
I mean, his set pieces are unbelievable, aren't they? Like, even it's just the way he passes the ball, it's just...
Yeah, people just don't... Like, I said that Ward-Prowse is like... He's so effective. Yeah. He's not the greatest on the eye.
Look at his performance against Chelsea. Against Chelsea, he was the key.
He was absolutely class. I love watching him. I like watching him. But for me, who do I want to win? I want Newcastle to win for an agenda that I think this is the first time I say that because I want to back my Arab owners, my Arab brothers. I want Newcastle to win. Alhamdulillah. No, but I want Newcastle to win just not now because only the Arab, but because of I like Newcastle football and I like Eddie Howe. And I want Eddie Howe to do well. And I hate this hate on Eddie Howe. I don't like people hating on Eddie Howe. People people are trying to prove that Eddie Howe isn't good. They're trying to find anything to say that he's not good. Nah, it was a fluke. Nah, it was other teams were bad. Do you know what I mean? Oh, Newcastle weren't great last year. It's other teams were bad. What are you saying now when Dan Burn has more XG than Kylian Mbappe in a football match in 2023? What are you saying? What are people saying about Dan Burn? You know that Dan Burn is my favorite player at Newcastle. Really? Do you know why? Nah, I listened to his story on a podcast, and it's inspiring to play non-league football, and at the end to reach playing for Newcastle at Champions League at the age of 32 and score for your boyhood club is something that it's just dreams. You know what I mean? It's dreams, and him being 6'7", 6'7", and still make it to the top, playing a left back. You're not a striker.
No,
You're not just a target man up top. Like you remember Jan Koller and these guys. You're not that guy. You're a left back that gets involved. I think Dan Burn, he's absolutely amazing. I like Dan Burn. I love watching him. And people want to say that he's not good. He's playing better than what you think he should be, in my opinion. He is holding his place. He was saying yesterday, a couple of days ago, he was saying on CBS, I don't know if you watched that interview or not. He was saying that he was talking to his dad when the takeover happened. He was still at Brighton, if I'm not mistaken. And he's telling his dad, the dream is done now. I'm never joining Newcastle again. It's never going to happen. It's all right. They're moving to a higher direction and then he said on deadline day, I signed for them. And he was like, he's an amazing guy when you hear him talk, down to earth. And it's just, his story is very inspiring. It's very inspiring. And I like that, because I like it when everybody tells you you're not going to make it. You're not good enough. 100%. You're going to sit on the bench. You're not good enough to play for this, for that. And you come in and you play in the Champions League and you score a goal. You dunk on Milan Skriniar's head. That's what I like. I love it. That's what I liked. Go on. Dan Burn is a fantastic player. In terms of what do you think is going to happen in the game, you think West Ham hit them on the counter, Jamal Lascelles, they're going to hit them on the Jared Bowen on Dan Burn's side? You think they can score some goals? Or you still think only it's going to be a set piece or something? Because I see West Ham crazy on the counter-attack.
I think it might. I don't know if this, because I don't see it from them Newcastle players, but if one thing can affect them, it's having to go to West Ham after beating PSG 4-1 at home, and the high that is. It's quite, I don't know, mate. I can't call it.
You can't call it. It's very hard.
I'm clutching at straws. Yeah.
Very hard. Let me answer this question. You don't like Skriniar? I actually love Skriniar, and I thought the club fucked up. Inter fucked up by letting him go for free. Inter fucked up by not giving him a new contract. But let's establish something here for me. Even though the Qataris own PSG, that model of football, any player that goes to PSG, I want them not to succeed. And it doesn't matter who they are.
They never are.
And it's not about the owners. It's about that. Buy Messi, buy Neymar, buy the superstar, get Ramos, get this. I'm like, this is not football. It's playing FIFA. You have card. You open the card, and you have this amazing money, and you're just trying to buy stars away. Now they're doing better now with Kolo Muanes, with Goncalo Ramos, with Dembele. They're doing better. But still, you choose PSG for me. You choose the money. You're not going there for a project. You're not going there for anything. You're just going there for the money. You could have Skriniar could have gone to the Premier League, could have gone to the Bundesliga, could have gone to the Liga. You chose PSG. Fair enough. You go there. You got dunked on by Mr. Dan Burn. Big Dan. Yeah, 100%. Listen, there's not a lot of big games left, if I'm not mistaken. Wolverhampton, Aston Villa. I don't know. So let me ask you a straight question, though. Do you have any team? Who are the rivals to Leeds in the Premier League, apart from Manchester United?
Chelsea and Manchester United.
Do you have any other team that you want to see get relegated from the Forest, the Burnleys, the
So there could be two, right? So Everton, just because I think I like Everton, right? But I think with the way that they've financially mismanaged, and I think it's their turn. Also, they tried to get Nonto out of Leeds. And also Bournemouth, right? Because basically, Bournemouth tried to sign Bielsa. We tried to get Iriola. It didn't happen. Bournemouth get Iriola. Bournemouth come and got Sinistera. Bournemouth come and got Adams. Bournemouth also took Max Aaron's offers. Max Aaron's was actually at Leeds, and then Bournemouth came and took him. So for that, Bournemouth. So Bournemouth and Everton. But yeah,
I actually want Everton to get anybody that is coached by Sean Dyche. They have to get relegated. Sean Dyche, it should be illegal for Sean Dyche to manage in the Premier League. It should be illegal for Sean Dyche to manage in the Premier League. I had back when I started doing podcasts, I had to say, and I said, one of the things, please don't be Burnley. Don't be Burnley. It's terrible to watch. At least Moyes has an attack and counter-attacks. But this guy, bro, Sean Dyche, what a waste of a man. Like this way of playing football, it shouldn't be like this, because he's not even like setting up the team to defend. It's setting up the team and trying to lump it forward to the big guy. That's it. That's the whole session. I could have done that. I just could set up the team. But anyway, thank you, Joe, for your guys. Make sure to like
No
the
worries,
video. We
man.
still have almost 100 people here. So hit that like button. Get me to 100 likes. It's easy. This is just a 50-minute show. Short and sweet. It's called the Mogenda. I will try to do it every week. We'll see if Joe will want to come every week because we'll see how it is. We'll see how it is. I hope you enjoyed it, Joe. I hope you enjoyed the show.
Loved it, mate. Loved it. Energy. Love it.
And guys, Joe's channel is in the description. It's just a link. You click on it. So Staffy TV, you go to Staffy TV. Staffy TV will have Hussam on his channel from This Is Football in an hour. Just go Staffy TV. It has his picture on it as you see on the screen right now. Staffy TV, simple as a show. Set the notification bell for that show. The like button should be lit for that show. Once you walk into a show, you like the button. Of course, the link is right there. The link in the comments. Of course, make sure to copy and paste and hit that link. Go set the notification. It's Staffy versus Hussam. That will be a big show. That will be great. But thank you, Joe, for being here with me. Absolutely enjoyed every single minute of this agendas.
Same, man.
I think agendas will agenda and appreciate it. Guys, make sure to give Joe a big thumbs up and a big subscription in the chat. And thank you, everybody, for joining us. And we're out of here. Thank you, people.